God, I got so many Sheik stories. I could just get you guys laughing and crying at the same time.
Please, don't give us some. Come on.
The Iron Sheikh story, I'll tell you what. One time we were going to Australia in 1986. And the Sheik and the guy that he was with, I won't say his name for the sake of his family. He's deceased now. They were next to Jumpin' Jim and myself, sitting. We could get on the airplane. We're in business class. The lights go out, and they got the popcorn just about eaten up. And excuse me, got kids. And the lights go out, and all of a sudden, about 30 minutes later, I smell this funny smell. And I see the popcorn bag and the guy next to him, and they got a little pipe, and he's smoking crack on the airplane.
What?
Unbelievable. I could not believe that the Sheik, and that's why he sputters the filth out of his mouth that he does today, because he's warped. He's burnt. Yeah, he was on Paul Orndorff's at his bowling alley doing jump squats, and had always kept beer with him, Heineken's, and he did jump squats. So Paul finally threw him out because he was running the customers out, calling them "you jabronis," that kind of thing.
We had a fun time. We went to Japan one time, Andre and I, and Haystacks Calhoun. I don't know if you remember Haystacks, but whenever I got on a plane, Andre would always put his arm across the aisle and tell me to sit next to him in first class because they bought 2 tickets for him. And he always liked to play cards and things like that. And Haystack Calhoun was 600 and some pounds, 640 pounds. And he never flew anywhere because he never fit, especially if he had to go to the bathroom because he couldn't fit in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So Andre, while he was, Haystacks was sleeping, put some X-Lax in his food.
Oh, no.
And about an hour after that had happened, all of a sudden we hear this southern voice go, "Ma'am, I've got the problem." And she said, "What's your problem?" He said, "I have to go to the bathroom." And he said, "I got to go real bad." She said, "Well, it's right there." He said, "I don't fit in there."
Oh, no!
Here we are, 40,000 feet.
No!
We're not even halfway to Japan yet.
That's a terrible practical joke. Look at the smile on your face.
And an awesome one.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
I still pray to this day that I'm sorry I even knew about that because what I had to go through the rest of that flight where they put a bunch of baggies together and got a garbage can and put it in the area there where the stewardesses do their work, and all of a sudden you heard this flatulation. And the stench was throughout the whole plane.
Oh, Layla, that ever happened to you?
Unfortunately not, but I mean, geez.
We don't want to leave you out, Layla.
No, it's okay. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every second of it. Tell me more.
No, Layla, you've never pooed in a bag at 40,000 feet?
Dan, your face right now is Dan's face right now. You're making a face like you can actually smell it.
No, it's just awful. It's an awful.
I gotta puke.
All right, that was a lot of fun, guys. We could have kept you here for an hour, but they got places to go. Sergeant Slaughter and Layla. And go to the Heat game tonight. They'll be out there. You can stare at both of them. I don't know who you will stare at more lovingly.
I'm the taller one.
Yes, you're the taller one. You're the other. You're the one. You're also the one with the more beautiful face.
My face only a mother could love.
Thank you. I love you too.
When I was born, the doctor didn't slap my butt. He punched everybody in the operating room.
No offense, Layla.
None offense taken. You're not much of a good looker yourself, unfortunately.
I love this man.
Right back at you.
It wasn't an insult. It's just I love the way this man looks.
All right. Keep listening to Sports Talk 790 AM. The Ticket. This is Sergeant Slaughter and Layla, and that's an order.
We're back after this.
This is 790.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
The Ticket.
Walked them out. I think Layla is legitimately mad at me. I think she's legitimately angry. Every time I walked out there, back there to go back and forth through the hallway, the conversation that she was having with people stopped and she looked kind of angry.
She, I know what you were doing is you were saying, Sergeant Slaughter, you're more beautiful because to us growing, and it was funny, it was a comment on us, not her, because obviously she's more beautiful.
Right, she's breathtaking.
Yeah.
She is?
She was mad.
She was mad, right?
I think. I mean, I don't know, but I think so.
She sprinted out of here. She was upset. She sprinted out of this studio.
Really? That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because even I was bringing Sergeant Slaughter to meet a couple people here at the station that wanted to meet him, and she wouldn't go. Like and the handlers stayed with her.
She's a diva. We're not making this up. Like, she seemed like she was steaming.
No, she's legitimately upset. I mean, she didn't even say goodbye to me. I said 4 words to the lady.
That's not attractive. I don't care how attractive you are. That's not attractive.
Because what you said was funny.
I mean,
and she's sitting here and can't understand.
I tell you what, there are certain things in life you got to be careful around. If a woman owns a teacup Maltese, be careful. And if a woman reacts that way, I don't care how beautiful she is. That's a lifetime of upkeep.
That's right.
That is the highest of maintenance.
Yeah. Man. I mean, jeez.
She wasn't acting.
No, she was not acting there, Dan. She was, you could tell, she was visibly upset when she walked out of this, I mean, you said goodbye to her. You were very kind trying to say goodbye. You see how she said goodbye to you? That she barely turned around. She shook your hand without turning her head.
That was amazing. That interview was amazing. I would have talked to Sergeant Slaughter for another hour and a half. I haven't tapped into childhood stuff.
Well, there was probably some of that at play for Layla also. I mean, we were all mouth agape at meeting Sergeant Slaughter and taking pictures with them.
Beautiful women don't like that.
Right.
They don't like not being the most beautiful person in the room when you're used to being the most beautiful person in the room.
But the weird thing is, she has to know that she's the most beautiful person in the room because...
How could she not know that? I don't understand. I really don't understand how she could... She works in wrestling. How could she possibly get mad at that?
Well, maybe she knows. I mean, obviously she knows, but she could do without the jokes, without the constant...
But it wasn't...
I guess. I don't know.
It wasn't a joke. It was meant more like Sergeant Slaughter is sitting next to a beautiful woman, and I'm finding... Sergeant Slaughter more beautiful. What's wrong with me? Because the joke is, obviously she's more beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's writing in here, what do you know, fatty? You think fawning over an irrelevant wrestler is something to brag about. You deserve to die alone.
Wow. I mean, it's a tad excessive.
Layla, get our text number.
That was from her. The area code is from Britain. I walked out into the hallway while she was out there with her handlers, and their conversation stopped immediately as I walked out. And then when I came back in, their conversation stopped again, and I recognized that woman after a lifetime in athletics. That is the woman that an athlete loves for a small period of time because she is beautiful and because the athlete is physically insatiable, and then spends the rest of his life paying that woman with his earnings.